Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looking for a man. It's Green. It's complete on the right side.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football. And it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Blake. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They're going back to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Blake. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they're after him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
Man, these late night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They get to him as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like these defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Tight end now in motion. The inside handoff. The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get the receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground and try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught behind the line. It's dribbling. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The give is to Taylor. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to get off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rides to back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll do it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. QB draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Run down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that 1st. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together in scoring zone, like say green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Simmons. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Blake.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Russell. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Back to throw, it's Green. Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. This time on target. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield. He was able to get that tackle for loss.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found good by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's dribbling. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Grab behind the line, it's dribbling. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Caught near the sideline. It's Stribley. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break on one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. That's caught, it's Stribley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Got a little space. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab behind the line, it's Russell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They tried to give him a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Wallace. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
There he goes! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he...
Hits him in stride at the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Slams it ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The running back has it. There he goes. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking for a man. It's Green. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Off-play action. Pressure coming. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for space, it's Diggs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Green. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made the plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Arkansas, 12.
Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
To throw, it's Green. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Kick is in the air. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Diggs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Already up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Arkansas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, after failing to get to last time, they'll take the safe route. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He's got it on the right, and he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up pocket yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Does they pick up a couple out to the 15-yard line. Whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Gets away. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Using the quick game. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, he's got a chance. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
To the air, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback's got the first. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. After run, now throw. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Under fire. Breaks the tackle. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Back to throw, it's Green. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wide open downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success. But I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. Buys a little time with his feet. Made a defender miss. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
From the gun. Lets it fly. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over.